Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Webb on the Web, the WOW broadcast of Webb football. I'm Jack King alongside Jonathan Oates and Langston Cellist. And today we have Webb Middle School football versus the Robertsville Rams. Okay, so let me just get you guys' first opinion on the game. Do you have any predictions on how this is going to play out or anything?
To be honest, this is a pretty new Webb team. I remember some really good 8th graders last year, and I don't know anything about the Robertsville Rams. So I have no predictions for this game.
Well, I mean, looking from the Rams practicing, they look pretty good on the pass, so I expect to see a lot of passing out of them. And then I don't know what to expect out of the Spartans, seeing as this is a new team, but last year the Spartans were pretty good on the run. So I expect that the coaches probably tried to emphasize on that in practice.
All right, we're about 6 minutes from kickoff. Let's just run through the starting lineup here and get your all's opinions on a few of them. First, we've got fullback Connor Courtney, wide receiver Will Rice, running back Stokes Needham, quarterback Alec Boroff, running back Jalil Jefferson, tackle Joan Stamper, guard Jackson Higley, Sammy Jordan, tackle Sam Warner, center Peyton Gallagher, and guard Cooper Mays. So first, can I get your all's opinion on the quarterback Alec Boroff?
Well, the quarterback Alec Boroff, he does a great job with fakes on the pass, and then he is very accurate.
And Langston, I want to ask you about our fullback Connor Courtney.
Yes, he's very tough in the inside runs. He can really push through those defenders, and yeah, he's really good at that.
All right.
I just want to point out that we have a fair bit of rain going on right now.
Yes, we do. And I'd like to point out that the Robertsville Rams are an entire team of 7th and 8th graders, as opposed Webb has 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Do you all think that's going to affect the game at all?
Well, I mean, the Spartans clearly have a size advantage over the Rams. And the Rams, they have a few tall players, but I really don't expect that that's going to affect very much. What about you, Langston?
Well, I don't think it will affect the game very much if the Spartans have some 6th graders, because, I mean, they don't play quite as much as 7th and 8th graders, but if they're on the team, that means they're good, so, you know.
Yeah, they wouldn't get on the team if they sucked, so.
All right, looks like that they're doing the coin toss right now. Let's ask you all about a few more players. We have approximately 4 minutes until the game begins. Jonathan, I'd like to ask you about Stokes Needham, the running back.
Well, Stokes Needham is fast. He's fast on the outside. He's just fast. I don't know any other way to describe it.
And Langston, I'd like to ask you about Jalil Jefferson, a new 8th grader this year.
Yeah, I never got to see him play last year, but I know he is fast. Just like Stokes Needham, he is very fast indeed.
All right, folks, we're about 3.5 minutes from kickoff. Of course, this is the Robertsville Rams game versus the Webb Spartans. So, any final comments before the game begins, you two?
No, I think we summed it up pretty well.
All right, we'll be right back. You're watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Knoxville, a proud supporter of the WOW Network. I'm in the warehouse here at Duo Fast in Knoxville. They have all your nailing and stapling needs. Duo Fast in Knoxville, a proud supporter of the WOW Network. I'm in the warehouse here at Duo Fast in Knoxville. They have all your nailing and stapling needs. Next time you're building a house or a tree house or maybe a dog house, come on down to Duo Fast in Knoxville on Paper Mill Drive.
And we're back with the Webb Spartans versus the Robertsville Rams middle school game. And we're getting ready for the start of the game here. Robertsville Rams going to kick off the ball. So you two, anything special we need to know about this game? Any key things that either team needs to do to pull out the win?
Well, I think that the Spartans need to play their advantages because Connor Courtney is tough on the inside run, so I definitely expect to see inside runs from him. And Stokes and Jalil are fast on the outside, so I definitely expect to see runs from them too.
Reagan Madden getting ready to kick off the ball, but a few of the players looks like that they had a false start there. Ref's going to discuss it and make a call.
Both teams have cheerleaders out. I think that the cheerleaders are great to come out and support their team. I think that it adds a lot of moral support. You know, it really encourages them.
Looks like that they waved off the flag there. Reagan Madden again getting ready to kick off the ball. Kicks it back, and it looks like Bryson Glenn has the ball. He's at the tackle down at about the 31-yard line.
Now, Bryson was on the team last year, and I didn't really see much play from him, but from what I did see, he seemed pretty good.
Hey guys, could you mention that the screen is fogged up? Can you just apologize for that?
We apologize for the fogging on the screen. There is some weather outside. It was raining. We can't really tell if it is now, but we'd like to apologize for that.
It's back now.
Looks like there's a run. Number 7, Stokes Needham, gets it through for a gain of about 5 yards. So we've got about 2nd and 5 right here. Webb Spartans about to snap the ball.
And Alec, oh wait.
Langston, you have any thoughts so far?
Well, since this is a game that starts before the school year, it is really nice that the cheerleaders would come out for some moral support there.
All right, they snapped the ball and handoff again. Let's see who's got the ball. Looks like Connor Courtney has the ball, and he is taken down. Looks like a gain for no or 1 yards. So again, we will have a 3rd and 5. So how do you think the Spartans are best served to get the first down here, and how do you think that the Robertsville Rams will be able to stop them?
Well, I think that the Spartans need to play to their advantages of speed, and they need to go with the outside run. I think that that's going to really help them later on in the game and win.
Getting ready to snap the ball. It's snapped. Handed off to number 22, Bryson Glenn. Excuse me, number 25, Bryson Glenn. And he takes it down to the 50-yard line. Oh, excuse me, folks. We couldn't see the number from here. That is actually number 25, Jaleel Jefferson. We got a little confused there. Looked like a 22 from up here in the press box. Ball set at the 51-yard line. 1st and 10, Webb Spartans. Anything key you guys think they can do on this drive to get the ball in the end zone, or anything the Robertsville Rams need to do special to stop the Spartans here?
Well, we just saw a run from Jalil, and that was amazingly fast. So I think play to his advantages, and we see
Stokes Needham gets the handoff for a gain of 1 or 2 yards. So it looks like we're going to have a 2nd and 8 here. Spartans very big on running, but most middle school teams are. Do you all think that this running will help them get first downs quickly and get touchdowns?
well,
Yeah, I mean, since from what we gave you earlier, we clearly have some pretty good runners all around, and I mean, it should work out if we keep on running.
All right. And it looks like it's a handoff. And he's down at about the 42-yard line to give the Spartans a 3rd and 4.
Watching the scoreboard flash for your down and distance.
That was by number 1, Connor Courtney. As we mentioned earlier, he's very speedy. Which do you think is a bigger trait? Being powerful to get the ball through, or being speedy to get the ball past?
well, I think that getting the ball past is definitely easier, because if you can get it past their linemen, then you're pretty much one-on-one with the guards, and yeah, you're just straight away for the touchdown.
It's a handoff, and he spins around and tackle there. That was Connor Courtney again, and he gets the first down at the 36-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 Spartans again. Spartans right here getting a lot of 3rd downs, but converting and turning them into 1st downs with their runners.
As we stated before, Connor Courtney is a tough runner on the inside, and he has definitely shown that he's a tough runner on the inside in just the few minutes that we've been playing so far.
And for those of you that are just tuning in, we have 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. It's Robertsville Rams versus the Webb Spartans. Score is even at 0 right now. We are in the 1st quarter. So hand to Jaleel Jefferson there, and he is down at the 30-yard line. And it looks like that they're going to have a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I think the key to this game on the offensive side is to be unpredictable, because that seems to have worked so far since the Spartans have gotten to 3rd downs and then suddenly gone all the way to 1st down, because they've been unpredictable with their running.
Well, if you can be unpredictable, then you have to keep the defense on their toes. And if you can keep the defense on their toes and you just change it all the time, then you can get past them, because they won't be expecting what you're about to do.
Alec Borf hands it off to, let's see, who is that? Is that Connor Courtney down there? And he is
Yes,
down
it is.
for a 1-yard loss. So it will be Spartans 3rd and 6.
Okay, switch to camera 2, leave it right there. Camera 2.
So Spartans definitely getting by on the runs here. The Robertsville Rams defense doesn't look like they are ready to stop the runs. Of course, for the Rams fans, they're hoping that this defense will wake up in a few minutes. All right, number 7, Stokes Needham with the ball there. And that's the 2nd outside handoff we've seen for him. And that is the 2nd one that I believe we've seen him convert into a 1st down. And they're down to the 24-yard line. So They started this drive on the other side of the field, and they've run it all the way down the field. I believe that was another third down conversion. So the Spartans definitely not fast trying to get it down the field with passes or going outside with the long runs a lot, but they do get it through, and they will convert and get those first downs to keep the drive going.
Well, as we stated before, and as we've probably said numerous times last season, the Spartans are definitely a team that enjoys doing the runs. And the Spartans are pretty good at the runs, so if you're good at it, then keep doing it.
Jaleel Jefferson there getting a 2-yard gain, so it is now 2nd and 8 for the Spartans. We have seen all runs, but that is not atypical for a middle school game. So do you all think that Robertsville will be able to do the same thing the Spartans are doing with runs and get past the Spartan defense?
Well, we haven't really seen any offense from the Rams, but from what I saw when they were practicing before the game, they looked pretty good on the pass, so I expect to see a lot of passes from them. But, you can never really predict until you actually see them in the game.
It's always interesting to see a passing team in middle school football, as that is not typical, but it is fun to watch. A lot of those teams do pretty well, too. So we now have a 3rd and 6 for the Spartans. They have converted on their third downs before. Do you think they'll do it on this one?
Well, I mean, they've converted before, and they've converted numerous times, so what says that they won't do it this time?
Exactly. And, again, we have seen all runs this game, not one pass. As we said earlier, it's not atypical, though.
And I believe that a timeout was called.
Oh, timeout was called. I was getting worried there. Sorry about that, folks. We had technical difficulty with the microphones there for a second. I was getting worried they were calling it off for a rain delay. We've got 1 minute and 34 seconds remaining in the game. In the first quarter. It is the Webb Spartans versus the Robertsville Rams. Score is tied at 0. Spartans with the ball at the 26-yard line. And we've seen them convert on these third downs, as I keep repeating. But, of course, the Spartans are hoping that will continue throughout the game. But I've got a feeling that in this timeout, the Robertsville Rams are going to come out refreshed, and their coaches will have talked to them, and they could stop the Spartans on this run.
Well, the Rams coaches are definitely wanting to stop them, but the Spartans coaches might be instructing them to start running for the touchdown instead of just running for the yards.
Yeah, while the Rams will, they may stop the Spartans from scoring. I doubt they will be able to score themselves if the game keeps going at the speed it is. And according to the time left, I don't think they will score either way.
So Alec Bork goes back for the pass. Ooh, tackled by number 7, Trey Jackson. That was a big tackle there. Brings him down to the 30-yard line. A 5-yard loss. It is now 3rd and 15. First time the Spartans have been over 10 yards away from a first down.
I just wanted to say that sack from Trey Jackson, that was amazing. I mean, that was a really hard tackle. I bet that Alec Boroff will be feeling that one for a while.
That's right. We've got 58 seconds remaining in this first quarter of the Webb Spartans versus the Robertsville Rams. As we see the Spartans getting back lined up, it is 4th and 14. The Spartans, tough play here. So Alec Boroff drops back at the pass, throws to Jaleel Jefferson. Jaleel Jefferson's going down the field, and no, he is not there. He is brought down at the 25-yard line, and that is a turnover. They have had a great day of running, but looks like that they could not convert on that 4th down play there. So it will be a turnover to the Robertsville Rams, who will start at the 25-yard line, and we will get to see their offense for the first time in the game. There are 35 seconds remaining in this first quarter of the game. No scores yet, 0-0.
Just a correction on that last call. That was actually Stokes Needham, number 7.
Okay, and the Robertsville Rams are lining up. Handoff to number 2, Jordan Graham, and he is taken down at the 29-yard line, and that will make it second and 6, excuse me.
20 seconds left. This is getting really close and no scores.
Well, to the end of the first quarter. So it looks like that they're going to try and get one play off. There are 10 seconds remaining. I think that they'll get it off. Here they go. Handoff again. And it is a first down, and that is the end of the first quarter. By the way, that run was by Adarius Simpson. Do you guys have any thoughts yet? Anything new from the beginning of the game?
Well, the Spartans are doing a great job on the run, and from what we saw from the Rams, I believe that the Rams are going to be a little bit of competition. They've been doing some pretty good runs as well.
That last run there by Adarius Simpson was a great run, and he may be a danger to the Spartans. We've seen some pretty good running from the Spartans, too, but do you all think that the Spartans' defense will be able to hold them?
Yeah, I think they will. From what I've seen so far, they've been able to get them down, even though Adarius Simpson was definitely a good runner. I mean, they took him down fairly quickly. So, yeah, they should do well.
All right, for those of you just tuning in, we have 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. That is the start of the second quarter. We have no score right now. Robertsville Rams with the ball at the 36-yard line. And so it looks like that they're getting ready to line up for the play. So, Jonathan, you were saying that they also looks like during practice that they had some good passing. Do you think we'll see any of that tonight?
Well, I mean, I expect to see some passing because they were definitely practicing it like they meant to do it. But you never know. I mean, I'm not the coach, so.
You all saw that run right there. That was number 7, Trey Jackson. Very dangerous running there. He just bulldozed the Spartan player. And they're now at the 44-yard line. So about a 2nd and 3. They've got some great, powerful running here. Spartans have speed. It's speed versus power. I guess we'll just have to see who wins.
Well, I mean, like their name says, they're the Rams, and they're just bulldozing through. I mean, they're just like a ram would be in the wild.
Again, Jordan Graham with a pitch there, and it looks like that is a first down. Yep, they call it a first down, and it is 1st and 10 for the Robertsville Rams. They are just bulldozing through the Spartans players, doing the pitches. I mean, running down the middle and just going right through the Spartans. This game looks like it could get out of hand. But, of course, again, we have no score at the moment.
I might be jumping the gun, but from what we're seeing from the Rams, it looks like the Rams are on their way to a touchdown.
And there you see Adarius Simpson with the run, and he just bulldozed through those Spartan players. That is a 1st and 10. This running is amazing. The Spartans were converting on 3rd downs with their short runs. They are getting jumping from 1st down to 1st down. No need for anything in between. Right now, you are looking at Scott Davis, the Webb Spartans Middle School head coach. And we're back. It looks like that Jordan Graham with the pitch again, and he's still going, and he is taken down. Oh, we've got a fumble. There was a fumble there, and Webb recovers. So that was some great offense by the Robertsville Rams. And
Connor Courtney
recovered the ball there. And that was some amazing running by the Robertsville Rams, just powering through the Webb Spartans. The Webb Spartans lucky to recover that fumble there as they're lining up for the next play.
Well, I guess the Webb Spartans are just getting used to the Rams charging through, and I guess they're just trying to put up more of a challenge, and the Rams just really weren't expecting that.
So we've got a handoff to Stokes Needham. He's at the 38-yard line now. Looks like it's going to be a 2nd and 6. This has been an aggressive game. We have seen some very aggressive defense on both sides. Just amazing tackles, but especially on the Rams side, they power through Webb. Jonathan, you were mentioning Webb had a size advantage earlier. It looks like that size advantage is not playing out because the Robertsville Rams are just bulldozing through the Spartans at the moment.
Well, I mean, just size doesn't matter, I guess. If you have skill, then I guess skill overwhelms size.
Handoff to Jaleel Jefferson, and he is down the field. First down. He's already got it. And it looks like that he is down at the 49-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10 Spartans. Jaleel runs a lot like a Robertsville Ram. He can definitely power through. Of course, a new Spartan this year.
Well, I mean, as we've said before, he is amazingly fast. And that play right there was just fast as lightning. I mean, I don't even think that the Rams defense had time to react before he was halfway down the field.
I agree. As you may know, this team, the Robertsville Rams, very aggressive, so you do need aggressive running, but there are some times that speed will play to the advantage. But Jaleel looks like that he has speed and power, which is extremely critical and could win Spartans tons of games. Ooh!
And that is the 2nd sack of the game. That was by Trey Jackson.
I believe that's his 2nd sack, too.
Sorry, but the 1st sack was by Adarius Simpson.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a nasty one, too.
Again, we see the aggressiveness of the Robertsville Rams. And at the moment, we see Alec Borf, the Spartans quarterback, talking to a coach on the side, but he's coming back. He's talking to the coach. Do you think any unexpected plays are coming soon?
Well, I mean, that's 2 sacks, and they weren't just, knock him over, land on the ground. Ow, I'm hurt. But that was like, ow, I actually felt that one. And
I could feel that one from up here in the press box.
I was just leading to that, and I bet that the Spartans are just about to change it up. And they have. We just saw it wasn't a deep pass, but, it was longer than what we've been seeing.
Stokes Needham with the catch there. It is now a 3rd and 3, it looks like. Of course, all of that is an estimate. But the Spartans sack, and then they pass it down the field to make up for it. Do you all think that they'll convert in the next 2 plays?
Well,
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, that was definitely unexpected. I haven't seen them pass except for the one time this game, and it definitely worked for them. So, yeah.
Stokes Needham gets the handoff, and he tries to run to the outside again. But it looks like he stopped a couple yards short. So it will now be a 4th and 2 for the Spartans.
this may be just a bit early, but it looks like the Rams are catching on to the Spartans' play. It looks like they're adapting to the way that the Spartans play, and the Spartans are going to have to change it up.
And it looks like that we've got a timeout right now. We've got 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. It is 0-0. This game, both teams very aggressive, but we've seen the Rams be extremely aggressive. 2 sacks already, and you're looking at the huddle right now of the Webb Spartans. And do you all think that they're going to have any type of change of strategy soon?
Well, the coaches are probably discussing change of strategy and probably, most of all, just giving encouragement. Because, 2 sacks, that can be pretty, challenging, pretty hard to get over. But it looks like the coaches are just giving encouragement and telling the Spartans to go back out there and just keep going at it until they get a touchdown.
You definitely, whenever you see the practices, you're definitely paying attention to the offense and not too much to the defense. But we have looked at the wrong people because this defense of the Robertsville Rams is very aggressive, and you see Stokes Needham get the first down right there. Fourth down conversion for the Spartans there. So, in terms of the defense and the runners, how much do you think it is important to have fast and powerful runners versus having a very strong, aggressive defense?
Well, I mean, the Rams, very strong and aggressive, have been able to stop the runs for the second quarter. I mean, we haven't seen nearly as many runs as we have in the first quarter, and they're just preventing them from going through.
We see a double handoff there, and Jaleel Jefferson has the ball again, and he has been running for a while. It looks like that the ref is saying that he stepped out of bounds about 5 yards away from the beginning of the play, so they are down to the 30-yard line, and it's actually going to be 2nd and 4, looks like.
I mean, from where we are, we couldn't see if he stepped out of bounds, but from what I saw, he came halfway across the field, and nobody even had time to react. I mean, we've said it so many times before, but that guy is just so fast.
That's right, Jonathan. This game has been a game of powerful runners and powerful defenses. Sometimes you see speed and sometimes you see power. But again, Jaleel Jefferson, he has both.
Best of both worlds.
Looks like that they're about to snap the ball. And it is handed off to number 1, Connor Courtney. And he is down there for what looks to be a first down. Yep, first down. There are about 2 minutes left in the quarter. This is the second quarter. We have no score. Very powerful defenses, very powerful running backs and fullbacks. And we see the play getting ready to start.
Yeah, these teams are very, I mean, they're very evenly matched, and they both have a good defense and a good offense and a mix between power and speed, it seems. So.
And we see flags thrown. I was actually looking the other way, but let's see what they call. False start on the offense. So that will bring the Spartans back, and that will make it 2nd and 15. Definitely not a help to Spartans and their fans. Penalties generally are not a big part of middle school games, so definitely whenever they do happen, it affects the game a lot.
It definitely takes away from moral support. I mean, you get flagged and you're like, oh man. But it looks like the Spartans are just trying to keep encouragement.
Stokes Needham with a great run there, and he is down to the 25-yard line. Very speedy, always doing the outside run. He's really tall too, and they are about 2nd and 13. We have 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We have no score. It is the Robertsville Rams versus the Webb Spartans. This game, of course it's extremely close. It's 0-0, but it looks like it's going to play out through the entire game. It'll be a very close score.
Well, I mean, from what we've seen, and like Langston said earlier, these teams are two very evenly matched teams. And we can't really distinguish anything because one team seems to gain a footing, and then the other team just comes and they blow them out of the water and take away any footing that they had. So this is going to be one of those games that comes down to the final minutes and the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
And we see a run there. Number 1, Connor Courtney, looks like he gained 4 or 5 yards, and that will bring the Spartans. Actually, he gained about 7 yards, and it will bring the Spartans to a 3rd and 5. We have 1 minute remaining in the first half of the game. It is 0-0 still. The Spartans probably hoping to, the clock is running, Spartans probably hoping to get some plays off to get into the end zone. We only have 45 seconds remaining, and they're about 25 yards away from the end zone. Handoff to number 7, Stokes Needham, and he just got hit there. Looks like about a 1 yard gain. 36 seconds remaining. second quarter. Spartans with the ball at about the 20-yard line. Do you all think that they've got a chance of getting us in?
From what I've seen from the Rams defense, it doesn't look like the Spartans are going to be going much of anywhere. I mean, the Spartans had great footings, and then all of a sudden the Rams are just back to challenge them, and now the Spartans can't do much of anything because the Rams are holding them on a tight leash.
Yeah, to be honest, I think if the Spartans had a good pass right now and someone could run from that pass, I think they could score. But they haven't passed very much this game, so we'll see.
All right. I agree. I think that the Spartans could be coming out with a pass here. 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They've got the ball. Of course, the Robertsville Rams will be getting the ball at the start of the third quarter because the Webb Spartans had the ball first. We see them coming out to start the plays. It's all time consuming, so it depends on how many plays they can get off. As you know, if they run, the clock will keep going. If they do a pass or if they run and get a first down, the clock will stop. Looks like a fake there, and it is caught by number 7, Stokes Needham, and that is a touchdown. Touchdown, Webb Spartans. 31 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It is now 6-0, Webb Spartans.
That was a beautiful play. I mean, the quarterback, Alex Bohr, just lobbed it up, and it seemed like Stokes Needham just came out of nowhere, caught the ball with a defender on his back, and then he runs into the end zone.
And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. Not uncommon in middle school football. Not unheard of. So you all think that they can convert here?
Well, yeah, I think that they're going to attempt for the extra point. And
looks like they're stopped short, and they do not get the extra 2 points, but they are still on top. The Webb Spartans on top, 6-0. We have 31 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Of course, the Rams going to want to get a quick few plays in here and hope to get in the end zone.
I just want to say that what a great way to end the first half. I mean, 2 sacks in the first half, and at the end of the second quarter, they're just stopped on the run. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they come out with a touchdown. That must just tremendously feel so much better to the Spartans.
You're right. You're right. The morale is very important. The morale is very important in middle school games. So any extra boost they can get to make them mentally better, it will definitely help them physically too. As we see the kickoff about to be made by number 42, Thomas Saliba. And it's picked up by number 2. That would be Jordan Graham. Sorry about that, folks. And he is down at the 40-yard line. It is first and 10 for the Robertsville Rams. 25 seconds remaining in the second half. Webb Spartans ahead of 6-0. But as you know,
did you just see that run from Jordan Graham? I mean, that was amazingly fast. And it looks like the Rams are just an extremely fast team. I mean, we've seen so many runs from Trey and Adarius, and now we get to add Jordan to our list of runners.
As you know, the Rams have a very good running set of running backs. They can run very long. They just power through the Spartans and go to the outside. It looks like they're going to have a pitch here to number 5, Adarius Simpson, and he is going down the field, and he is going to be stopped at the 46-yard line. We have 22 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It is 6-0, Webb Spartans ahead. And it looks like we have a timeout called, 2nd and 4. We have 22 seconds remaining. Do you think that the Robertsville Rams can pull off to get the touchdown here?
Well, from their running, they look like they have the speed to get down the field, but I don't know if the Spartans' defense is going to let them. I mean, the Spartans are trying to do everything to stop them, and it looks like they're being pretty successful.
Yeah, at the rate this game has gone, it takes a pretty lengthy amount of time for anyone to score, so I sort of doubt that the Rams will actually score, but they're doing very well.
I agree. They have as we keep mentioning, very powerful running. Webb has very speedy running, a few powerful runners, but this is a very low-scoring game as the 6 points were just scored about 14 seconds ago, game time. This game has been very close. The defenses holding each other, and it looks like we're going to have a pitch that's to number 7, Trey Jackson, and he is down at the 47-yard line. We have 14 seconds remaining. Clock stops for the first down, however. 6-0, Spartans ahead. We have a timeout called by Robertsville. And again, this game extremely close. Of course, the Rams going to want to get a touchdown in these last 14 seconds. We've seen very powerful running, and Trey Jackson, who you just saw make that pretty amazing run, is the person who made 2 sacks earlier against the Webb Spartans. Shut down, I believe, 2 out of their 3. Excuse me. He made 1 sack earlier, shutting down one of their only 3 passes. So Trey Jackson, we actually haven't seen him run that much, but he seems to be an all-around pretty good player. Don't you all agree?
Oh,
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I think that he's going to factor out to be one of the game changers in this movie. In this football game. And 14 seconds left. Spartans in the lead by 6 points.
Of course, 14 seconds left in the second quarter. They're hoping to get the plays in. And pitch to number 2, Jordan Graham. He's running on the outside, and he's going to keep going. And looks like that they're going to have a 2nd and 7. The clock keeps running, though. And no, it stops now. 2.1 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 6-0, Spartans ahead. This game really close. Of course, with 2 seconds, they're going to have to go with the Hail Mary to try and get the touchdown in.
I don't know about you, but I've never, ever seen one of those in middle school. So it would be amazing if they decided to pull one of those off, but I don't know.
Oh, they're going to spike the ball, but it looks like that the time has run out. So they're going to go to the locker room now. It is 6-0. The Spartans ahead. This is halftime, and we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
If you want to pass and run like the Spartans, then pass up the fast food and run into the shrimp docks, serving lunch daily from 11 to 3. With stores in Bearden and Farragut, you get your choice of the fish, oyster, or the famous shrimp po' boys. Also, grab some scallops, crab legs, lobster, oysters, shrimp, and the only fresh fish in K-Town to take home for dinner. So stay warm in the winter with Captain Paul's chowders and bisques, stay healthy and lower cholesterol with fresh fish, and enjoy at the shrimp dock.
You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network, Spartan Athletics on the Internet. Do-O Fast in Knoxville, a proud supporter of the WOW Network. I'm in the warehouse here at Do-O Fast in Knoxville. They have all your nailing and stapling needs. Next time you're building a house or a tree house or maybe a dog house, come down to Do-O Fast in Knoxville on Paper Mill Drive.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. We have 40 seconds until halftime concludes. Score currently 6-0 Spartans ahead. This game's been very close. Those 6 points were actually scored within the last 40 seconds of the first half. This game extremely close. Aggressive defenses, aggressive running. We've seen great tackles out of both teams. So anything you all have to say so far that could...
Well, if the Spartans keep doing what they have been doing, then I think they should both prevent the Rams from scoring and score themselves. So let's hope that happens.
Well, just in case you're tuning in just right now, we've said numerous times that this has been a game of running. I mean, we haven't seen very many passes. From the Spartans, we've seen, 3?
And 2 of them were shut down by tackles.
And then from the Rams, I don't believe we've seen any passes. It's just been a game of running, and it's been powerful running. They've been running through the field with speed and power, and I just amazed at how fast they're going, too.
All right, it looks like the clock is out, so the game will be resuming any time now. Of course, this has been a game of running, not atypical for a middle school game. Langston, do you have any extra thoughts or anything that could that has changed throughout the game that could be a key factor?
Well, I mean, now that it's the third quarter and the Rams have gotten to see the Spartans, do what they do, I think they might have adapted to defense and offense against them, so they might be more of a challenge this time.
And as we mentioned earlier, the Robertsville Rams are an all 7th and 8th grade team, but we have not seen that affect the game yet. We've seen a few great runs by Trey Jackson and a sack, and some other great runs by Jordan Graham, Adrius Simpson on the Robertsville Rams. And then we've also seen on the Spartans, Connor Courtney, Stokes Needham, and Jaleel Jefferson with some great runs. As we were talking about earlier, Jaleel Jefferson has speed and power. Pretty good combination as we see Thomas Saliba for the Spartans about to kick off the ball to the Robertsville Rams for the start of the third quarter.
And the referees blow the whistle and the ball is kicked.
Missed by number 2, Jordan Graham, but he's going to pick it up at the 20-yard line. He is down at the 26.
Now, it isn't raining right now, but it was raining earlier, and it was raining pretty hard. And the field is probably very muddy. So that might be affecting how many runs we see and, how powerful the runs are.
All right. Again, they're at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10, Robertsville Rams. This game, 6-0 Spartans ahead. We're in the third quarter, 7 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. This game extremely close as we see the ball about to be snapped. Pitch to number 5, Adrius Simpson, runs to the outside, and he is stopped by a multitude of Spartans defenders down at the 33.
Now, if you were with us last season, you probably would have heard us say a wall of warriors, and that was just a little joke that we had going on.
Yeah, one thing that is bad for football today is the fact that it's so humid out. Not only does it make it hot without any sunshine, it makes it sort of hard to breathe, I noticed earlier, if you're doing any physical work.
Well, I mean, especially if you have asthma, then you're probably feeling the humidity out there, and it's probably affecting your play.
Trey Jackson missing 3 tackles there. Amazing running by him, and he is going down the field. He may be gone. I think he is gone. He is at the 30-yard line, at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown Rams, and that brings the score to be tied 6-6.
That play was amazing. It was just insane. I mean, his speed and...
Trey Jackson, we've seen a few runs out of him. We saw 1 sack. all-around great player, offense and defense. This could be a major threat to the Spartans as we see the Rams going for the 2-point conversion.
I'm just speechless. Do you have anything, comments, Langston?
Yeah, well, my comment mainly was that was awesome. And it was a very good run. That's for sure.
As we see the Rams lining up to get ahead in the game, they have it's 6-6 currently, but they are going for the 2-point conversion. And they're going to hand it off to Adrius Simpson.
And the ball is caught by number 1, Connor Courtney. The ball was caught by a Spartan defender.
I think that was post-play because I saw him catch it, but I was looking away for a second, but I'm pretty sure that was after the play concluded. So the Rams will kick it off here. It is 6-all. This game extremely close. Aggressive defense. Aggressive running, aggressive everything.
Like I said earlier, I think that this game is going to be one of those games that comes down to the final minutes and the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, if Webb keeps on slowly pushing their way to the end zone and the Rams keep doing good runs that go all the way down the field, then this should definitely be a very close game.
We see Reagan Madden, the kicker for the Robertsville Rams, an 8th grader, getting ready to kick off the ball. Takes it off and caught by number 22, Bryson Glenn. Looks like he fumbled a little there. No, he was down. All right. They're at the 34-yard line with a 1st and 10. What do the Spartans have to do to get ahead in this drive, and what do the Rams have to do to stop them? Langston.
Well, for starters, I think the Spartans mainly have to contain Darius Simpson because he's good, and Trey Jackson because those guys are both, they're making a dent on them.
We've got 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 6-all. Spartans with the ball right now.
I just want to say that if the Spartans keep on just pushing little by little and just not driving down the field, then the Spartans aren't going to be able to keep up.
Hand off to Jefferson. Jefferson spins around a tackle. Dodges another one. He could go all the way. I think he is gone. He is at the 50. Oh, no. Defender right there. And he spins around him. And he's down at the 40. He is down at the 39-yard line. That is 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
It looks like the Spartans are coming back from Trey Jackson, and it looks like they're just retaliating with runs of their own.
Yeah, that was the best run I've seen for the Spartans today, and if they keep doing that, then they should definitely make a dent on the Rams' defense.
As we see the Spartans lining up for the next play at the 39-yard line. They just had that great run there by Jaleel Jefferson. We saw a few great runs by Trey Jackson on the Rams, and it is handed off to number 1, Connor Courtney, and he loses the ball, but it looks like a Spartan has recovered it. It looks as if Stokes Needham recovered the ball, and they are now at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans.
Six minutes left. Score still tied at 6-6.
6 minutes in the third quarter.
It is the third quarter.
All right, Spartans lining up to do another play. Snap to Boroff. Boroff hands it off, and Connor Courtney gets the handoff again. He is down at the 27-yard line, and that looks like a gain of 1 or 2 yards, so it will be second. Oh, it's a bigger game than we thought. about a gain of 4 yards, and it will be 2nd and 6. Again, we have 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. 6 all third quarter. This game really close. We have a great game here, so stay tuned. Webb lining up to start the play. And hand off to number 7, Stokes Needham, and he looks like he could go. No, he is out of bounds at the 11-yard line. This game is getting closer and closer, but it looks like that the Spartans could go ahead as they're near the end zone. It is 6-6. Tie game, aggressive defense, aggressive running. This game is going to be a nail-biter to the end.
Yeah, I've noticed a change in the Spartans' offense. They've gone from slow and steady to making aggressive runs on the defense. So, that's pretty good.
Well, the Spartans are, 6 or...
Hand off to number 1, Connor Courtney. Looks like he got a gain of a couple yards, and it is now 2nd and goal.
The Spartans look like they're trying to get a goal, and a goal would be definitely nice. It would at least give the Spartans some breathing room. But this game is, again, very, very close.
And as you see right now, Spartans lining up again. They've got a 2nd and goal. This game, as we keep saying, really close. We've seen a few handoffs to Stokes Needham and Connor Courtney in this quarter, and it looks like that it's going to go to Stokes Needham. And are they going to call a touchdown? Yes, they do. Touchdown, Spartans. Game now 12-6. That puts them ahead. We are in the third quarter, 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining. Anything you all think that the Rams could do differently to stop the Spartans next time?
Well, I think that the Rams, they scored a touchdown. They made an awesome run. And I guess the Rams were just getting a little bit full of themselves. And then the Spartans just come back and they crush them with another touchdown. So I guess the Rams just need to strengthen up.
We hadn't seen much action recently until we see that touchdown by the Spartans, and they're going to try to go for 2. Handoff to Jaleel Jefferson, and he is stopped short by a multitude of defenders. We haven't seen any 2-point conversions made in this game, but it is 6-12, third quarter, 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining. You're listening to Webb on the Webb, the WOW Network. We'll be right back.
Hey, after a Spartan touchdown, why don't you touch down at your local shrimp dock? With locations in Bearden and Farragut, the Shrimp Dock is owned and operated by Webb parents and is the place to get your shrimp, scallops, and the only place in Knoxville to get fresh fish. So come on into the Shrimp Dock. Tell them Boomer sent you and enjoy the freshest seafood in town.
And you're watching Webb on the Webb, the WOW Network. You see the Spartans setting up to kick off the ball. Thomas Oliva going to kick off the ball. It is 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. A third quarter. Spartans ahead 12-6. This is a close game. We see the ball picked up by number 2, Jordan Graham. And he is running. He is pushed back, though. And it looks like he was stopped at the 31-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10 Rams. We haven't seen much Well, actually, we have seen a lot of Rams offense, but this is only their second possession this quarter. Do you guys think they can convert?
Well, I know that the Rams coaches on the sideline would probably love to see a convert. And the coaches on the Spartan sideline would love to see them just block everything. But, it could really go either way.
Langston?
Yeah, I'm sure the Rams coaches would love to see another run like that because that would definitely be useful. But that was a very lucky chance there, so...
It looks like there was a fumble there, but it was recovered by the offense, that being the Rams. Kobe Walls recovering that. That's the quarterback. All right. Looks like that they're lining up to do another play. It will be 2nd and 13, and handoff to number 5, Adrius Simpson, and he is down for a 3rd and 7. Sorry, folks, we want to have a correction there. That was not a fumble on the last play. He was... Sorry, folks, we're having a little bit of an issue here. I wasn't paying attention to the play well enough. All right, 3rd and 7. Handoff to Adrius Simpson, and he is down the field. That is a first down and more. He's down at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Rams, they are getting first down after first down. Will they convert?
Well, that play right there, it looked a little dangerous. I mean, it looked like he was going to be gone down the goal. And we saw a play like that earlier from one of the Rams. And this team, if they find an opening, then they just run all the way down and score the touchdown.
We see the Rams lining back up, and it's going to be a pitch to number 2, Jordan Graham. And he's running on the outside, almost down there, and he avoids another tackle, and he is finally tackled by number 5, Will Rice, who got excited about that one. And it is going to be a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that run was slippery there. They could not get a grip on him.
We're at 2 minutes left, 12-6. The Spartans ahead. We are in the 3rd quarter. This game has been a nail-biter, and I suspect it will be till the end. Stay tuned as we see the Rams lining up for another play. Handoff to
Isaiah Kohler.
Isaiah Kohler. We haven't seen him much this game, and it looks like he's going to be brought down at the Spartans' 48-yard line. I think we just saw a lightning strike out in the distance back there. Of course, there was some rain earlier. Looks like the refs are not calling it off yet, however. And
let's just hope that it wasn't lightning. I mean, we don't want this game to be delayed.
they've got a wide receiver lined up here. With 59 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, it is going to be a pass to Simpson, or excuse me, a handoff to Simpson, and he is brought down at the 44-yard line by number 1, Connor Courtney, and it looks like it's a first down, but it's going to be close.
I don't know, but it looks like the Spartans, by their 2nd touchdown, have been motivated because the Spartans have really been blocking the Rams' runs.
And that is a first down. It's 1st and 10 Rams, 48 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's 12-6, the Spartans ahead. This one extremely close. Both teams aggressive, although I have noticed that they are getting a bit tired out there. Not as many tackles have we seen earlier, or aggressive tackles, as we see a flag thrown.
Well, I mean, you can't keep playing and running and just running through players for the whole game. I mean, you just get tired, and I guess both teams are just winding down.
That is an offsides on the defense. That is the 2nd or 3rd false start or offsides by the Webb Spartans. And as we see the Rams lining up, again, aggressive running, but that has started to tire out as we are pretty deep into the game. The players getting a bit tired. We see a handoff to number 2, Jordan Graham. He's running down the field. He has avoided 2 defenders so far. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rams.
And I believe that that's the 2nd time that we've seen him run something crazy like that. I mean, this kid can just pull off amazing stuff.
It is now a tie ball game, 12-12, third quarter, 21 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Again, as I keep saying, this one has been a nail biter. Do you all have any key things that either team needs to do to win the ball game?
Well, they've definitely started to pick up their game with the running for a touchdown, so they really need to watch that the closer they get to the end zone.
These 2-point conversions right here, I know it doesn't sound like much, but these can kill, as we haven't seen any converted yet. And number 33, Tony Miller with the conversion there. So that puts them ahead 14-12. So now the Spartans have got to catch up. See, that's the importance of a 2-point conversion in middle school football. It could make the difference in the game. We've got 21 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 14-12.
I just want to put in there that I believe that this is the first lead that the Rams have had all game.
Robertsville Rams. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Kickoff.
We're back, and the kickoff is made by the Robertsville Rams, caught by number 7, Stokes Needham, and he's trying to find a hole, and he finds one, but it looks like it's only going to be good for a 7-yard gain. We'll see a 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Stokes Needham there looked around trying to find a hole, and it looks like that the entire field collapsed on him.
I just want to point out that there are about 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
You're right, 10 seconds left in the third quarter, 14-12. Robertsville Rams ahead. Webb Spartans trying to get 1 or 2 more plays in here before the clock runs out. Again, 1st and 10 for them. This game extremely close, but if Webb wants to win this one, they're definitely going to have to score. The score is 14-12.
Well, if they choose to pass here and it's completed, I think they have the potential to at least get pretty far down the field.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, Borif gets the snap and Needham with the run, but he is tackled by number 5, Adrius Simpson. That is for a loss. Adrius Simpson, Trey Jackson, and Jordan Graham, all around amazing players, whether it be offense or defense. That marks the end of the third quarter, 14-12. Robertson Rams ahead. We'll be right back. You're watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Hey Spartan fans, I'm Kenzie here at Do It Fast in Knoxville for all your nailing, stapling, and fastening needs. I'm here with Butch Johnson from Do It Fast in Knoxville. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, Kenzie, we're an industrial distributor. We've been in business since 1955. We specialize in nailing and stapling tools, and of course the staples and nails that go in them. We have this location. We have a location in Nashville, Tennessee, and also locations in Chattanooga and Johnson City. And a 5th location opened in 2008 down in Smyrna, which is south of Nashville.
So tell your friends if they have any stapling or fastening needs, come down to Do It Fast in Knoxville on Paper Mill Drive.
And we're back. You're watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. As we're watching Robertsville Rams versus the Webb Spartans, Robertsville is ahead 14-12. We have 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, of course, the beginning of the fourth quarter, and we see the Webb Spartans with a 2nd and 14. handoff, a double handoff, and it looks like Jaleel Jefferson has lost the ball and is recovered by Robertsville defenders. That could be a significant detriment to the Webb Spartans football team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you get the ball and then you lose it. That can definitely, just take away from your moral boosters.
Yeah, and the Rams definitely wanted that one. They were practically fighting themselves for it. I mean, that's valuable.
We'd like to give a shout out to a fellow Wower, Peyton Gallagher, out there on the football field this year. He is playing center for them, number 72. If you all are looking for him, you may recognize him from last year wowing. As we see the Spartans lining up to start the play. And hand it off to Jaleel Jefferson. Jaleel looks like he's got, flags
There's a
thrown.
flag on the play.
That does not generally happen. Looks like he's down at the 44-yard line, which, assuming the penalty is not against the Spartans, it would leave them with a 3rd and 6. Looks like that there was a false start on the offense, and so Spartans definitely have a setback right there.
Yeah, the Spartans aren't off to a great quarter here.
They come out 2 points behind, and then they're all of a sudden getting penalized, and it's a really rocky start.
We'd like to apologize for not saying the players whenever the action happens. We're sorry about that. We had a little bit of roster confusion earlier. But as you see now, the Spartans with the ball, looks like a 3rd and 20. This is not the position they want to be in. Down 14-12. Definitely not the position they want to be in. Alec Bohr, fake handoff, and he is going to pass it. Jaleel Jefferson. Jaleel is at the 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Webb Spartans. Webb is now ahead. This is definitely not what Rams want to see. We have 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Webb ahead 18-14, as we'll see them try and go for the 2-point conversion, which could put them up 6 points.
Well, Jaleel Jefferson just pulled off another one of those miracle touchdowns that we've seen all through the game. And, coming from the other side of the field, running all the way, and nobody's on you. It's just spectacular.
And, of course, Jaleel, new to the Webb Spartans football team. School hasn't even started at Webb yet, so this game definitely a little weird for the players. But they're going to go for the 2-point conversion right here to put themselves ahead 20-14. And he hands it off to Stokes Needham. He's running way outside. Is he going to get in? Looks like that he was just out of bounds. Yes, he was. And it is 14-18, Spartans still ahead, and they'll kick it off to the Robertsville Rams.
Well, that must feel good after having been penalized and having a very rocky start, getting off and having a good touchdown there. Yeah, and now they're in the lead.
All right, 6 minutes 37 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Spartans ahead 18-14. So, of course, if the Rams score here, it will put them ahead, 2-point conversion or not. How big of a factor could that be to the Spartans?
Well, this game is getting down really, really close. And 18-14. This game has been close since the very beginning. We started out with 0-0 for the longest period of time. And each team's had to work for each touchdown they've gotten. And that's just...
We'd like to give a shout-out to the cheerleaders you see down there. They've been working hard on their acts, and they're going to come to every Spartans football game. That kick is out of bounds, and there's, of course, going to be a flag. Definitely not good for the Spartans, as a kick out of bounds, a huge penalty.
Well, I mean, having the cheerleaders at your game definitely is a moral support because that even when you don't have any fans, if the cheerleaders are out there, that just feels great because you have your school backing you.
Of course, the ball. Oh, go ahead, Langston.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, that's true what Jonathan said. Having cheerleaders is like having an extra team, sorta.
The ball on the 35-yard line right now. 1st and 10. Handoff again to Simpson, and he is down about 1 yard short of the first down, it looks like.
6 minutes left, or 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
The Rams may have a clock advantage here as they can get a touchdown and only a few minutes will remain for the Spartans. Do you think that is significant, or do you think that could happen?
Well, I mean, from the way that this game
Excuse me, sorry about that. Jordan Graham with the run, amazing spin around there, and he is going to be brought down at the 33-yard line as we hear the Rams fans going crazy. This has been a game of running and defense, and it's just been incredible running on both sides and brutal defense.
amazing run by Jordan Graham, and then an amazing tackle by Bryson Glenn.
So we've got 5 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. We're in the fourth quarter. Spartans ahead by 4. So if it's 18-14, in case you're wondering, if the Rams score here, they will be ahead by 2, and if they convert the extra point, they will be ahead by 4. As we see a handoff to Isaiah Kohler, and they are just amazing at dodging those tackles, and he's now down at the 17-yard line, which will make it 1st and 10.
I just want to point out that Isaiah had a person hanging on to him, trying to pull him down, and he just kept on plowing through, and it took a second person to come from behind him and just knock him down for him to finally get tackled.
And we see number 30, Jacob Ownby, coming in for number 2, Jordan Graham. Just amazing running throughout this entire team. This game has been a nail-biter, all because of the running. Great defensive stops. It looks like the defenses are kind of falling to sleep, and we see a penalty being called.
No, I'm just wondering if their coach pulled out Jordan Graham, and Jordan Graham has been a major player in this game. Do you think that that's going to affect their play in any way?
It depends on how good Jacob Ownby is, and we see there on offsides on the defense, so they're going to be pushed up even farther, and another offsides on the defense. It looks like. Excuse me, folks. They were just recalling what it was to the press box. It was an offsides, and we see a handoff to Simpson. Simpson been a great part of the game, but that run only got a gain of about 4 yards.
The Spartans must be really feeling the pressure now. I mean, the Rams are down at pretty much their goal, and what we've seen from the game, the Rams have just completely blown past the Spartans, and you gotta wonder, are the Rams just going to pull off another miracle and blow past them and score the touchdown that could possibly win the game?
Very possible. For those of you just joining us, we've got 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. It is 18-14. The Spartans ahead, but the Rams have the ball within the 20-yard line, and it is caught by number 21, Garrett Wilson, the tight end, and that is a touchdown. Rams. They are now ahead 20-18. If they convert on the extra or the 2-point conversion here, it will be 22-18.
It's just amazing what's going on in this game. I mean, this game was close from the start, and each team, one gets a touchdown and then the other comes back in retaliation and gets another touchdown, and they just keep clawing at each other and trying to get ahead of each other.
Those of you wondering, we actually only had 6 points scored in the first half, which they were scored by the Webb Spartans, and we see the 2-point conversion there. And in the second half, we have seen 24 points scored.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I think the Spartans could come back because they have roughly the same amount of time to score as the Rams did. So if they're playing well, then they can get a touchdown, I think.
Excuse me, folks, not 24 points. We've seen 34 points scored since the start of the second half. And
Webb definitely is going to need to make a fast play if they want to win this game. I mean, we're coming down to 3 minutes, 55 seconds, and the score is 22-18. The Rams have a 4-point lead. Webb is going to have to pull off something in order to get ahead in this game.
And we see number 3, Reagan Madden, getting ready to kick off the ball. Very strong kicks today. And we see it kicked off back to Stokes Needham again, and he tries to find a hole. Looks like he cannot, and he is brought down by a multitude of defenders on the Rams. So we see Webb Spartans have a first down from the 40-yard line. Do you all think they can do it with 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in this game, down by 4 points?
Well, I mean, we've definitely seen some amazing things from each team, but you know, time is closing in, and I don't know if the Spartans are just going to be able to get a good holding or a good enough holding to pull something off.
I think they could do it. I mean, that may be overly optimistic, but the Rams did it in about the same time, so you never know.
We have 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 22-18, Rams ahead. We've seen some great running and great defense from the Rams, including Trey Jackson, all around great. Jordan Graham, a great runner. Audrey Simpson, a great runner. We've seen Isaiah Cole Kohler have a couple good runs. I mean, this team is very powerful, and they are powering right through the Spartans' defense.
Three minutes, 47 seconds left in the game. Score 22-18 Rams.
All right, and they're lining up to start the play. The Spartans getting ready. Ball about to be snapped back from our fellow Wower, Peyton Gallagher, to the quarterback, number 16, Alec Boroff. Let's see. Handoff to Connor Courtney, and he looks like he lost a yard or broke even there. I think he lost a yard or two, and it will be 2nd and 11 for the Spartans.
Yeah, well, the Spartans haven't really gained much yardage here, which is unfortunate for them, but I think they could still score. They have a solid amount of time left. So, yeah. As long as they get a first down, they should be able to get a drive going.
Well, actually looks like 2nd and 9, and we see a handoff to Stokes Needham. Then he hands it off to Jaleel Jefferson, and he has dodged a bunch of tackles, and it looks like that is going to be 3rd and 1. Holy Jaleel, playing great all day. This kid is a great addition to the Spartans football team. He is in 8th grade, actually just joined the football team this year.
A lot of kids just come onto a new sports team and they're just timid and, you know, they really don't do anything. But Jaleel has just come in and he's just rocked the football program. I mean, he's making play after play after play. He's such an important player.
And we see a handoff to Stokes need him, and that's definitely going to go for a first down. He is down at the 43-yard line. First and 10 Spartans, 2 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, 22-18. Robertsville Rams ahead. Is there anything that the Spartans need to do to score on this run?
Well, I think that it's going to come down to if they can power through the defense and if the defense can hold them back. Because Jalil is definitely able to power through the defense as well as Stokes. But I don't know if they can get the ball to them and have them set into a good position.
We see a flag on the field there, and it's going to be a false start on Webb. That is, I believe, the fourth false start or I believe that's the fourth false start called against them, and that will bring them back 5 yards. It is now 1st and 15 for the Spartans.
1 minute and 50 seconds left.
Looks like that's another false start on the Webb offense, which will bring them. Yep, it is false start offense, which will bring them to 1st and 20. I thought they had a chance, but that right there could ruin it.
Yeah, I stand corrected with my optimistic point of view for this drive. This has not gone very well for the Spartans.
No, I mean, this started out good, and it's just gone completely south for the Spartans.
And we see a timeout called. It is 22-18, Robertsville Rams ahead, 1 minute and 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. You're watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. We'll be right back. And we're back. We see a pitch to number 1, Connor Courtney, but he is brought down in the backyard. That will be 2nd and 27 for the Spartans.
And it looks like there's a rainbow over the field, and I don't know if that must be some sign, but it might be a good luck charm for the Spartans. I mean, they might be able to pull something off in the last seconds of the game, or it might just be a victory sign for the Rams.
And we see another timeout. It is 22-18. Robertsville Rams ahead. Spartans with the 2nd and 27. We have 1 minute and 29 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Do you guys have anything that you think that the Robertsville Rams can do to stop them?
Well, I mean, the Robertsville Rams are just they're just blocking everything that the Spartans are trying to throw at them. And it must be getting extremely difficult to get through. So, I mean, the Robertsville Rams just need to keep doing what they're doing.
And right now you're looking at the rainbow we were talking about a second ago. As Jonathan put it, it could be a sign. As we see the Spartans coming back out. 2nd and 27 for the Spartans here. I don't know about you, but I hope that rainbow means something. We see them setting back up. Alec Boroff, of course, the quarterback. Fellow Hour, Peyton Gallagher, the center. We see the snap. He's going to hand it off. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, no. That was missed by number 5, Will Rice, and he was taken down there by the Rams. That's an example of the aggressive defense we were talking about earlier. We thought the defenses were getting a bit tired, but it looks like that they've still got some in them. 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining. It is a fourth quarter. The Robertsville Rams ahead 22-18. You guys have anything?
Despite the fact that that is an entire full rainbow, I definitely don't think it's a sign for the Spartans.
I mean, for the Spartans, everything is just going wrong at this point. I mean, foul, block. It just doesn't look good.
And we see a double handoff there, and Needham going down the field. Ooh, looked like a bit of helmet to helmet there. And he is brought down at the 47-yard line. It is going to be 4th and 20. That's right, 4th and 20. We had 2 false starts, a loss of yards, and this one has just been brutal for the Spartans. This drive right here. 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. It is the 4th quarter. 22-18, Robertsville Rams ahead. Stay tuned. Spartans, are they going to pull it out? Are they not? You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network, Spartan Athletics on the Internet.
Oh, Kyle, don't kid like that.
And we're back as we see Alec Borf going back, hoping for a pass, and he's going to throw it. Ooh, incomplete drop pass by number 5, Will Rice. 55 seconds remaining. That is a turnover for the Spartans. 22-18. They're behind the Robertsville Rams, and that looks to be the end of it.
Well, I mean, the Spartans had a good run, but in the end, the Rams just overcame it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Spartans, but that's how football and any other sport is. It's one team wins and one team loses, so.
It's possible it's not over. We could see a fumble or something like that. But 22 to 18, Robertsville Rams ahead. 55 seconds remaining. You see them in the huddle for the timeout. It would take a miracle. We've seen Webb have miracles. In fact, today we've seen the Rams have some pretty miracle runs, but the Rams have outpowered the Spartans today, and it will take a miracle for the Spartans to pull this one off.
It looks like the Spartan sign of good luck is fading away. That rainbow is all but disappeared.
And we see the Rams lining up. They're going to take the knee. Clock keeps running. It's running. We're at 48 seconds in the 4th quarter. 22 to 18. Rams ahead. This one looks over for the Spartans.
I think it is officially safe to call it.
But don't tune out. Of course, we've got our post-game show, our player of the game. And we shouldn't be talking negative like this. I mean, optimistically, if you're a Spartans fan, it could happen. And there's another. Oh no! What was? Clock is stopped. Okay, offsides defense. So I thought it was. I just didn't see any flags out there. 16 seconds remaining. 4th quarter. 22 to 18. That it be the Robertsville Rams ahead, and clock's
seconds.
Running down. 9, 8. Looks like that this game is over, and the Spartan sign of good luck, the rainbow, has completely faded away as we hear the final blare of the buzzer. And that is the end of the game. But don't tune out. We've got our post-game coverage, some of the best in the country. We'll be right back. You're watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Hey, they're not doing a 5th quarter today?
I don't think Go ahead and put your scoreboard logo up.
We see you're watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. We just saw the Robertsville Rams beat the Webb Spartans.
Score 22-18.
But even though the Spartans may have lost, holy Jaleel. That game by Jaleel Jefferson, his first with the Spartans, an 8th grader just joining the team this year. Amazing game by him, but the Robertsville Rams outperformed them. Jordan Graham, Trey Jackson, Adrius Simpson, amazing players. We're going to do a player of the game for each team. So who do you all think was your player of the game from each team?
Well, for the Robertsville Rams, I've got to nominate Trey Jackson. I mean, he was just amazing everywhere. He's just, for me, the player of the game entirely. And for the Spartans, I got to give it to Jaleel Jefferson.
You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
I mean, I should have an opinion too, I guess. I think Darius Simpson was very good. I mean, I liked how he played. And for the Spartans, I think maybe Jaleel, yeah, he was very, very good.
I'm going to have to nominate for the Robertsville Rams the same as Jonathan did with Trey Jackson. A great sack, some great runs, I believe 1 or 2 touchdowns. Amazing. And for Jaleel Jefferson, just joining the team, as Jonathan said, sometimes people are uncomfortable joining new teams and they can't perform. But my new saying, holy Jaleel, that game. But, I mean, I hope that this continues throughout the entire season because that was an outstanding performance by him. Also by Trey Jackson. But if we had to have some runners-up for MVPs, it would definitely have to be Adrius Simpson and Jordan Graham, both running backs on the Robertsville Rams. Thank you for tuning in. Final score 22-18. Spartans pull it off. You've been watching Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. Tune in next time. We'll see you.
You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.